McLean approaches, and this game is underway. Nice kickoff, taken right around the 15-yard line. The Belpre Golden Eagles. Little hole right up the middle, and the return man takes it to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, nice job he's brought down in there by Cranford and Fox. A nice run by Belpre, just wedged up the middle of the football field, and I tell you, that's one of the hardest things to break when you're going down there to try and make that tackle.
Quarterbacking for Belpre is Luke Nolan. Belpre only had 26 yards rushing on Wellston a couple weeks ago, but Nolan threw for 185 yards. They'll go out of the shotgun. Nolan throws, and it's incomplete. In coverage was Jay Edwards.
Tell you, Jay put a nice head on him, and tell you, it took the official out about 5 yards too.
Second down and 10 for Belpre. Of course, the Buckeyes coached by Dave Boston Jr. And in his first year here at Belpre is Bill Sizlewski. He was the assistant coach at Marietta for 5 years and then assistant coach at Fort Fry last year. Second down and 10. Belpre on their own 40. Nolan hands it off on the left side. Some running room. The Buckeyes will make the tackle after a gain of about 7.
Hey, it looked like Alex Early. I'm not real sure. Numbers are kind of hard to see here against on that black. And it was number 3, I believe, for Belpre, and that
Devin Cumpston.
Nice gain by Belpre. Bring up a 3rd down and 3 now for the Eagles.
Eagles on their own 47. Buckeyes trying to hold and give the offense the football. Handoff on the left side once again, and it looks like Belpre has the first down. Ball spotted at the Buckeye 49, and it is first down and 10 for the Golden Eagles.
And Cranford on the tackle. And right now the Buckeyes are in a 4 defense. Usually when you go to that, you're preparing for the pass, and right now Belpre's doing a nice job running the football.
First down and 10, Belpre at the Buckeye 49. Man in motion coming this way. And the Buckeyes all over that one on the handoff. That'll be a loss back to the 48 of Belpre, a loss of close to 3.
Hey, Joe Martin on the tackle, and hey, I thought I heard an inverting whistle there for a second, and it was a nice job by Joe. Joe, which had a big game last week for the Buckeyes.
Of course, the Buckeyes with those 2 great goal line stands to hold on to that victory over Wellston. Second down and call it 12. They spotted at the Belpre 49. Out of the shotgun, Luke Nolan. Handoff on a draw play. The Buckeyes all over it. Handoff went to Matt Alloway.
Charlie came up quick. Must have been playing that linebacker position there on a stunt and hit early in the backfield. And it looked like he might have stopped him for maybe a 1-yard loss, or he might have got back to the line.
Nell spotted at the Belpre 49. No gain. Third down and 12 for the Golden Eagles. Initial drive of the game. No score. Out of the shotgun once again, Luke Nolan. Nolan rolls this side, being pressured, his hit, and it's picked off. Eric Davis. He's at the 50, still going, and he's brought down inside the 45 of Belpre, and that's where the Buckeye offense will have their first possession.
Nice job by Davison, and it looked like the receiver was ran an in route instead of looked like Nolan threw the ball expecting the receiver to run that outside route, and it looks like he went inside and Davis was sitting right there.
The Wellston Golden Rockets a couple of weeks ago had 339 yards rushing on Belpre. Buckeyes hand it off. Darrell Lewis straight up the middle. Nice gain. He gains about 5, maybe 4. Let's see where they spot it. Be a 4-yard pickup at the 38 of Belpre. Second down and 6. 9:18 to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes second down and 6. Going with the T backfield. Handoff goes this side. Charlie Wynn, and he'll take it to the 35 on a pickup of 3. The Buckeyes will be facing 3rd and 3.
And he's brought down in there by number 3 of the Rockets. And once again, That's Devin Cumpston on the tackle.
Buckeyes 3rd down and 3, an official timeout. And we've got a sideline warning on the Buckeye bench. Now head coach Dave Boston and assistant coach Tom Taggart having the Buckeye players back up a little bit. 3rd and 3 for the Buckeyes. Hand off to Jolly. Jolly first down as he takes it to the 30-yard line.
Hey, nice job by Bear Lewis at that fullback position, lead blocking. They ran the power to the right side. Belpre right now is monster in that power side of the Buckeyes, and we just ran away from that power.
Ball spotted just inside the 30. 5-yard pickup for David Jolly. Buckeyes 1st down and 10. Bear Lewis at fullback, David Jolly at tailback. Charlie Wind at wingback. Jay Edwards pitches it out to Jolly on the right side, and he's upended. A flag comes in late.
Yeah, late flag right at that point of the tackle. I don't know if there was a clip on the team or a hold.
Holding on the Buckeyes.
Hey, and last week that's something that really hurt the Buckeyes, especially in the second half. We really looked at around 11 penalties for 100 yards on the night for the Buckeyes, and hey, I know that's something Coach Boston, especially playing at Belpre, does not want to have tonight.
8:07 to play in the first quarter, no score. Belpre got the ball first, and Eric Davis picked it off. Nelsonville York now with the football and facing 1st down and about 20 at the Belpre 39. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Edwards back to pass. Now being rushed, he slips, rolling to the right, throws long to the right side, wide open, and it's caught.
Well, I tell you what, a catch by Joey Warren. Joey, which I tell you, they don't look Joe's way a lot, but you know, Joe's about 6'3" and a great target to throw to. He was just sitting in the flat all by himself.
The Buckeyes now have it at the 15 after a 25-yard pickup. 1st down and 10 for Nelsonville York.
Hey, Joe, he stretched out there, both hands or both feet down, even though you need one, made a great catch.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Eagle 15. Hand off to Bear Lewis, looking for somewhere to go, and he's wrapped up after a short gain on the play.
Yeah, I tell you, Cumpston again came up from that linebacker position, made a nice hit on Bear, which moved him to that tailback position on that play. And yeah, Belpre will they'll tighten down here once they get down in the red zone. We'll see a lot more of those Belpre Golden Eagles on the front line.
Gain of 1 to the 14. Buckeyes 2nd down and 9. Jay Edwards over center at quarterback. Pitches it out to David Jolly. Cuts it back up to the inside. Nice run by David Jolly. The ball's out, but Jolly was down.
There's another flag down on the field, and right in that holding area for the Buckeyes.
Jolly gets it down to about the 9-yard line, but again, a flag is down.
Come on, Buck!
And it is on the Buckeyes.
I believe that might have been a block below the waist.
Call against the Buckeyes.
So the Buckeyes penalized for the 2nd time on this drive. They had a holding penalty and made it 1st and 19. The Buckeyes promptly picked it up on a 25-yard completion.
A big 15-yard penalty, I tell you.
Go Buckeyes! Refs are holding on defense!
And that'll be spotted back at the 29 of Belpre. Of course, the Buckeyes have to get to the 5-yard line, so it's 2nd down and about 24. Fake pitch, handoff, David Jolly, running room. Jolly cuts it to the outside, David Jolly. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Tell you what, a run. You can see Davis look back for a second and saw Jolly coming, and he waved at him to take the outside route so he could get his get that block on his defensive back. Nice block by Eric Davis.
Again, the Buckeyes earlier in the drive had a holding penalty on 1st and 19. Have a 25-yard pass from Jay Edwards to Joe Warren to pick it up. Now they get the illegal block to bring up 2nd and 24, and the Buckeyes take it in from 29 yards out. And Rob Gabriel adds the extra point, and the Buckeyes lead 7-0. 6:54 to play, first quarter.
Hey, that's what the Buckeyes need right there. They need to jump out quick.
Will McLean will get set to kick it away, and nice drive by the Buckeyes. They get the big interception by Eric Davis, and Nelsonville York, they take care of business and cash in and take the early 7-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's a play the Buckeyes have had a lot of success with this year. Is they fake that pitch and give it back, coming back to David Jolly, pull two guys, trap the outside end, and tell you, it was just a nice job by the Buckeyes.
Will McLean on the kick. This one a little bit shorter than the opening kickoff, taking it about the 18. Once again, a hole right up the middle for the return man, and he'll take it to the 43. Took it to the 40-yard line on the opening kickoff.
Hey, nice. Belpre's had the ball twice. They've started an excellent field position both times. Hey, I see John McCullough, which starts defensive tackle for us and also plays on the offensive line at times, is down with his shoulder pads off. They're looking at that shoulder, and I hope everything's okay because he's had a good year so far.
Of course, John McCullough saw a lot of playing time last year as a sophomore. Hand off around the left side, a big gain of about 5 out to the 47.
Matt Alloway, the ball carrier, and for the Eagles, he went in motion, and I tell you, that's something we're seeing a lot of now in high school football is that quick motion and giving that ball to that motion guy.
Belpre second down and about 6. They actually spot it back a little bit. They have it on their own 47. Handoff straight up the middle. And the Buckeyes take him down right after a yard gain to the 48. Nelsonville York was going for that football too.
Yeah, I tell you, it's nice. We need to create them turnovers at times. First thing we got to make sure we get that tackle, get plenty of orange jerseys on that ball carrier, and if you strip that ball out from there, it's great.
So Belpre now with a 3rd down and 4 situation. They spot it close to the Buckeye 49. Luke Nolan over center at quarterback. Man in motion. Handoff goes around the left side to the man. The Buckeyes all over it, and it'll be a gain out to the 50, but Belpre facing 4th and 2.
Yeah, Steve Young and Will McLean on the tackle, and tell you what the Eagles did there, they just overloaded this right side of the ball and brought Alloway in motion again and tried to get him on that short side of the field with less defenders over there.
Devin Cumston will punt it away for Belpre on 4th and 2 at midfield. Buckeyes. David Jolly back deep, along with Charlie Wynn. Jolly will take it back around the 10-yard line, and he's covered up back at the 15. That's where the Buckeyes will have their second possession, leading 7-0, 5:24 to play in the first quarter.
And nice coverage by Belpre on that punt return.
Of course, next week the Buckeyes will host the Spartans of Alexander, and Belpre will travel to Pomeroy to take on the Meigs Marauders. First down and 10 Buckeyes. They spotted at the 14 of Belpre, or pardon me, of the Buckeyes. Gain out to about the 19-yard line for Nelsonville York.
And Bear Lewis on the just a quick hitter right now for Nelsonville York.
Picks up about 5, brings up 2nd and 5. 4:57 to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes 2nd and 5 on their own 19. Handoff coming this way to the wingback, Charlie Wind, and he's got a Buckeye first down. So he takes it out to the 27.
And nice job there faking. They've been running that wedge to that right side of the field. And I'll tell you, they can faking that wedge and bringing Charlie back to the play side. And looks like Charlie did pick up enough for the first down.
Picks up about 8 yards. Buckeyes 1st and 10 on their own 27-yard line. Handoff coming to this side to Charlie Wind, and he crosses the 30 to the 31.
Looks like Alex Early on the tackle for the Eagles.
Pickup of about 4 yards for the Buckeyes, brings up 2nd and 6. 4 minutes, 8 seconds to play in the opening quarter. The Buckeyes out on top, 7-0.
Hey, Buckeyes are doing a nice job right now coming off the ball. We've only attempted one pass so far, but tell you that, you know, when you're averaging 4 yards a carry right now, you can't beat that.
I really did.
And off the right side, David Jolly, and he'll take it out to the 35-yard line. Gains about 4, actually across the 35. The Buckeyes will have a 3rd and 2.
Hey, when you average 4 yards a carry, you know, that gets you 12 yards. I'll tell you, coach will be awful happy with that.
Buckeyes on their own 35-yard line, 3rd down and about 2. Charlie Wynn split out to this side. Eric Davis on the far side. Handoff goes to David Jolly. And it looks like he's got a Buckeye first down. Let's see where they spot it.
I tell you, it's going to be close. I think he might have enough, but I tell you, this side judge here, we're not at a good angle, but he's marking it awful close to that first down marker.
The referee looking it over, and we're going to have a measurement. And obviously, if this is just shy of a first down, you wonder if the Buckeyes would go for it on their own 38-yard line. The quarterback's neat with Jay, or do you punt it away?
Now let's just hope they get it right here, and we don't have to have anyone make that call. And he did get the first down.
First down and 10 Buckeyes. 2:59 to play in the opening quarter here at Ralph Holder Stadium in Belpre. Buckeyes leading 7-0. Just picked up another first down. Buckeyes out of the I formation. Bear Lewis at fullback. David Jolly at tailback. Jay Edwards at quarterback. Jay back to pass. Jay being chased. And he throws it away, and now a flag comes in. And let's see if they may be calling intentional grounding.
They're going to call that, and Eric Davis was coming back to the ball, but they're not going to listen to the coaches right now.
And let's see if they'll, and it will be intentional grounding. Another official came over and started talking to the head ref, and I thought maybe they were going to wave it off. Official now spotting off the penalty against the Buckeyes.
Tell you what really hurts is it's from the spot of the foul. So you look at where he threw it at, 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage, plus another 5 yards on top of that.
So the Buckeyes now back on their own 24-yard line, and they've got to get it to about the Belpre 48 for a first down. So 2nd down and 24. Out of the shotgun, Jay Edwards with 2 wide receivers on each side. Jay back to pass, being rushed, gets away from Treble. And Jay will take it out to about the 28. He'll pick up 4. The Buckeyes will have 3rd down and 20.
I tell you right now, the Eagles are really getting a good pass rush on Jay.
And we have an injured Belpre player down, so we have an injury timeout. 2:25 to play in the first quarter, 7-0, Nelsonville York. The injured player was Matt Alloway, and he's walking slowly off the field, so hopefully that young man will be okay.
Tell you what, we talked a minute ago. We think him and another Belpre defensive player actually hit each other.
Buckeyes now 3rd and 20 on their own 28. Out of the shotgun, Jay Edwards. And it'll be a little screen pass to Bear Lewis. Bear straight up the middle of the field, and he'll take it out to about the 39-yard line, a gain of 11.
A nice design play there by the Buckeyes, and tell you, I thought it was going to break open for a minute, pick up about 10 yards on the play, and this Belpre came up good from that defensive back position, was able to stop the play.
So the Buckeyes 4th down and 9 after the 11-yard gain by Bear Lewis on the pass. Low snap. And David Jolly is hit and taken down. A flag does come in for roughing the kicker. Now let's see if it'll be the 5-yard or 15-yard.
You know, I tell you, we had that.
And it is personal foul, roughing the kicker, and the Buckeyes will have a 1st down. They'll spot that off, and Nelsonville York will have it at the Belpre 46. 1st down and 10.
There's a low snap. David did a nice job of bringing that ball up and getting it off real quick. I thought maybe they got a piece of it, but
if he didn't get it off real quick, extremely quick, they would have blocked that one.
Yeah.
And nice job by David Jolly.
That's the first penalty tonight on the Eagles.
So not
came at a better time.
Not only does Jolly avoid the block by getting the kickoff quick, but he draws the 15-yard roughing the kicker penalty, and the Buckeyes with a 1st down and 10. Again, Nelsonville York at the Belpre 46. 1:47 to play in the 1st quarter. Option coming this side, pitch out. David Jolly, he's got some running room. David Jolly down inside the 30 and about the 28. Nice hard running by David Jolly.
About 18-yard run, and I'll tell you, nice job by Jay. Jay took that ball as long as he could, and then he finally pitched it to Jolly. A nice block downfield by Eric Davis.
Buckeyes 1st down and 10 at the Belpre 28. Nice hard running by David Jolly. Really gets it to the line of scrimmage quick. Hand off to Bear Lewis up the middle, and he's just tripped up, or he would have been off to the races.
Yeah,
it would have been up to a safety to save the touchdown for Belpre.
Yeah, right now Belpre's running. They're running like a 5-3 defense. They just got one middle linebacker right now, and they're taking their 2 outside linebackers and putting them all the way over top of our ends. And I tell you, anything quick, like you said, if we can get to that middle linebacker, Bears will run a while when they're in the secondary.
Buckeyes have it at the Golden Eagle 25. We're at 2nd and 6. Hand off to Jolly, and he's hit in the Buckeye backfield, and that's going to be about a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, I tell you, was that Cumpston, or he was coming on a blitz that time, and I tell you, he ran right into the hole that we was pulling, and you know, Jolly just couldn't even get back to the line. Lost about 4 yards on that play.
So now the Buckeyes 3rd down and about 9. Ball right around the 28 of Belpre. 18 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. Buckeyes with 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 3rd down and 9. Jay Edwards back to pass. Throwing along on the left side to Eric Davis, and he pulls it in. No, he dropped it, but a flag does come in for interference.
Yeah, it should be defensive pass interference. I'll tell you what, an excellent try by Eric Davis to be able to go up and get that ball.
And it looked like it might have been face guarding on Belpre. They weren't looking back towards the ball. Now let's see the officials talking things over.
Yeah, because if he came down with the ball in the end zone and then the ground caused the fumble, it's a touchdown.
Eric's saying that he had it, and I thought he did too, but then I saw the ball on the ground and I thought he must have missed it. It is pass interference on Belpre, so they must have ruled the pass incomplete. Happening down there in the left corner, and of course we have fans standing up, kind of hard to see there at the end, but nice effort, as you said, by Eric Davis to almost pull that one in, even with the pass interference. So now the Buckeyes will have it at about the 14-yard line of Belpre. First down and 10.
I'll tell you, the Bucks have been setting that up for all night. They've ran 2 or 3 nice little curl routes to Davis. They haven't been able to give him the ball, but that defensive back has been seeing that every play.
Buckeyes out of the T formation. Hand off to Charlie Wynn, and a flag comes in as Wynn takes it down to around the 10-yard line.
That's going to be a hold on the Buckeyes.
Just 4/10 of a second remaining in the first quarter, and that's the call, holding on Nelsonville York.
Hey, right now the Buckeyes 4 penalties in the first quarter alone for 40 yards.
And the ball will be spotted back at the Belpre 22-yard line.
And I'll tell you, they're calling an awful tight game right now on that line of scrimmage.
On the orange side.
On the orange side.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter, with Nelsonville York leading Belpre 7-0. And we'll keep it at this end of the field.
Hey, I tell you, that's something you don't really see in high school football. Is going both directions in the first and second quarter.
Buckeyes with a first down and 17 at the Belpre 22.
Say, unless that down did not count.
And you may be right. The clock is not running. You are right. Jay Edwards running for a touchdown, and he dives. Touchdown Buckeyes on the last play of the first quarter. You called it exactly right. The clock did not run. And they ruled that clock. Of course, there was 4/10 of a second left when they called holding on the Buckeyes, and they ruled it should not have started to run on down the end of first quarter. So the Buckeyes got one more play before the end of the first period, and the Buckeyes cash in. Jay Edwards from 22 yards out, and the Buckeyes lead 13-0. And Rob Gabriel will attempt the point after touchdown. High snap, Jolly gets it down, kick looks good. It is good. 14-0, Nelsonville York.
Perfect kick. When it hits the flagpole in the back, it's perfect kick. Nice job by Rob.
And that is the end of the first quarter. On the final play of the first quarter, Jay Edwards takes it in on the right side from 22 yards out. Rob Gabriel adds the extra point. And at the end of the first quarter, Nelsonville York 14, Belpre 0. Will McLean will kick it away.
Tell you right now what the Buckeyes might want to do, they might want to get the ball a little bit lower. Belpre's had a couple nice returns on both kickoffs right now.
McLean kicks away and he angles it towards the sideline, but that goes out of bounds before it gets into the end zone, so that's a penalty on Nelsonville York.
I tell you, it'll be the worst field position Belpre started with so far tonight, though, even though they're going to bring the ball out to the 35.
First two kicks both brought back past the 40-yard line, and as you said, Belpre will start on the 35.
Belpre might decline the penalty.
And it looks like they may take the penalty. And
yeah, take it, move the Buckeyes back 5 yards and make them kick again.
Of course, Will McLean was trying to kick it to this side of the field, but he kicked it just a little too far to this side.
Hey, I think Will uses that kicking shoe, and he ran to the sideline to take it off, go on defense, and now he don't have it on, so I don't know what kind of kick we'll see this time.
Now one of the managers runs out the tee for him. The Buckeyes will kick it away from the 35-yard line.
That would not be a good thing. Where are we kicking?
Belpre coach Bill Szlewski decides to have the Buckeyes kick it again. You hate to give up that 35 yards, but again, they returned it further than that the first two kicks. This is a squibber, and a up man will take it. And Belpre will have it at midfield, so...
Tell you, it was actually a nice kick by Will. Usually you'll see that bounce off him, and the front two lines don't usually not your hands players, but nice catch by the Golden Eagle.
So Belpre has it at midfield, first down and 10. Luke Nolan over center at quarterback, man in motion. Handoff coming to Dustin Adams, and Ernie Perkins takes him to the ground for a loss of about 5.
Hey, and Adams is getting up slow, too. He got, not only did he get tackled, Ernie landed right on top of him with that ball in his chest.
Brings up 2nd and 15 back at the 45 of Belpre. Dustin Adams says, let's don't run that play again. Golden Eagles 2nd and 15 on their own 45. A wide receiver split out on the right side. Luke Nolan at quarterback, man in motion this side. Nolan back to pass, throws over the middle, and it falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Matt Lilly.
And Nolan 0 for 3 right now. Nice pass coverage, I think, by Will McLean or whoever that might have been outside linebacker there. They awful dangerous thrown in the middle of the field like that.
3rd down and 15 for Belpre on their own 45-yard line. And out of the shotgun is Luke Nolan. A couple wide receivers split out on the right side. Nolan back to pass, being rushed, throws out on the right side, and it is complete. But the Buckeyes all over it. That'll be a gain of about 7, maybe 8, but well short of a first down.
Alex Early on the reception, and he's just sitting at the wingback position, and just a nice little out pattern out of the backfield. And nice catch, nice job by Jay on the tackle.
Good coverage by the Buckeyes. They were going to give him the little short pass. It brings up 4th down and 7.
Tell you, and right now you got to be ready because Belpre down 14 points might try something.
Compton gets away the punt. Angles it towards the sideline. It goes out of bounds. And the Buckeyes will take over around the 23-yard line, I believe. 10:33 to play in the first half. 14-0 is the Buckeye lead. Trembles at Southern tonight, and of course they will wrap up at least a co-divisional championship. They should be able to name the score tonight down at Racine. Buckeyes out of the I formation. Option coming this side. Jay keeps it himself. Nice job by Jay to keep it himself. It was a short game, but Belpre had the tailback covered.
Yeah, and also I'll tell you on that play, the quarterback is the key on that play. He comes out, he reads that defensive end. If his shoulders are facing to the quarterback, he knows he's got to pitch that ball. But if that defensive end comes across, his shoulders are pointing toward that defensive back or at tailback, then you can turn it up. And I tell you, it was a nice job by Jay.
Gain of 3. The Buckeyes have it on their own 27. 2nd and 7 as Charlie Wynn goes in motion. Handoff around the right. And the ball is loose. And Belpre, they say they have it, and they do. Belpre has it at the Buckeye 29. Tim Randolph on the recovery, a freshman for Belpre.
Saying that's something right now the Buckeyes definitely don't want. They don't want to give Belpre any reason to feel like they're in this football game, and hopefully defense stand up right now and get this ball back.
1st and 10 for Belpre at the Buckeye 29. 9:50 to play in the first half. 14-0 Nelsonville York. Luke Nolan over center at quarterback. Drops back to pass, throwing long on the left side, and that's overthrown incomplete. The intended receiver was Devin Compton.
Cranford on the coverage, and just a nice fade route. No, I'll tell you, Nolan throws a good ball. He should feel comfortable. He's been back there, now for I think this is his 2nd year in that quarterback position, and when he's not pressured, he throws a nice ball.
Again, 2 weeks ago against Wellston, Belpre with only 20-some yards rushing, but Luke Nolan was 19 of 26 for 185 yards passing against the Rockets. 2nd down and 10 at the Buckeye 29, out of the shotgun. Running the ball on the right side for The Eagles is Jordan Thornhill, and he'll take it down to about the 20.
Cranford on the tackle for the Buckeyes, and Belpre's looking at a 3rd down and 1 now.
9:22 to play in the first half. And now Luke Nolan is split out to the left side, who was quarterbacking. Let's see if it's Thornhill or Adams. It is Thornhill quarterbacking, number 33. He runs it to the right side, pitches it out. Bad pitch, and the Buckeyes all over it.
Tell you, that's what the Buckeyes need right there. We talked about turnovers, and tell you, nice. Just trying to run the option, and I'll tell you, he didn't read his tailback and made a high pitch. I'll tell you, turnovers name of the game right now.
Buckeyes will have it on their own 35-yard line, 1st down and 10. $14-0, Nelsonville York in the lead. Buckeyes will go out of the power I on 1st and 10 from their own 35. Jay Edwards over center at quarterback. Handoff goes to the tailback, David Jolly, and he leaps across the 40-yard line to about the 41 on a gain of 6.
I'll tell you, what a job up front. The Buckeye offensive line just pushed back about the defensive line about 5 yards. Jolly didn't get touched till he actually had to jump over a defender. So it was a nice job up front by the offensive line.
Buckeyes splitting out Davis and Jolly to the left side. Wagner and Wynn to this side. Out of the shotgun, Jay Edwards. 2nd down and about 4, and it's a quarterback draw, and Edwards is taken down for a loss.
Dropped to the backfield for a loss by number 49, Timmy Randolph.
So the Buckeyes now will have 3rd down and about 8.
They're just faking on that. They're just faking to Bear in the middle of the field, and if that defender don't go for it, he comes in unblocked, and that's a nice tackle by the Golden Eagles.
Buckeyes back on their own 37. 3rd down and 8. 2 wide receivers to this side, and Joe Warren, Charlie Wynn, Eric Davis split out to the far side. Edwards back to pass. Throws over the middle. Charlie Wynn's got it. Crosses midfield. Charlie Wynn to the 40, down to the 37. Gain of about 26 yards.
Yeah, they had nice read by Bear. Davis ran his route, just ran that defender back deep, and Charlie just cut right underneath him. Nice pass, nice catch, nice 1st down by the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the Belpre 37-yard line. 7.5 minutes to play in the first half. Buckeyes up by 2 touchdowns going out of the power I. Edwards will hand it off on the right side. David Jolly cuts it back the middle. Jolly still going. David Jolly cuts it to the outside. Touchdown! David Jolly from 37 yards out. And Watt blocking by the offensive line, and David Jolly takes it from there.
I tell you, David went 8-9 yards before he got touched. You got to give that line up front, Travis Saylor, Michael McLean, and I think
Ernie Perkins, Joe Martin, Matt Fox, I believe.
Yeah, and I'll tell you who was in on that play at the end was Adam Wagner. So nice blocking, nice run by David Jolly.
Extra point is up, and it is good. Nice snap, nice hold, nice kick. 21-0, Nelsonville York here at Ralph Holder Stadium in Belpre. 7:13 to play before halftime. Of course, the Buckeye Marching Band making the trip under the direction of Terry Robb.
Hey, that's an awesome sight to see when your offensive line can do that. Just great blocking up front.
Buckeyes hoping to secure at least a tie for the Tri-Valley Conference's Ohio Division Championship and keep their playoff hopes alive here tonight at Belpre. And So far, so good. 21-0. Will McLean will kick it away. Belpre, this is a positive for the Golden Eagles. They've had 3 nice returns on the Buckeye kickoffs. Nice kick by McLean. He said, I'll just kick it over your head. And that is a touchback. In high school football, once that ball crosses the goal line, it's a touchback.
And I tell you, it took a bounce where it hit and then just stopped. And it landed right on the goal line. It looked like it might have rolled forward, but, man, I tell you, Will's really kicking good tonight.
Will McLean said, I'll take care of the returns. He just kicks it over their heads. Nice kick by Will McLean, and he's done a good job kicking all year long for the Buckeyes. So Belpre with their worst field position back on their own 20, first down and 10. Luke Nolan now back at quarterback. Hands it off on the right side. It looks like Thornhill, and he's got some running room, crosses the 30 and takes it out to the 34, a gain of 14.
Okay, nice run by Thornhill.
William McLean of the Buckeyes. Play carry good for Golden Eagles first down.
Thornhill, just a sophomore, 5'10", 175 pounds. Shows a lot of quickness. Belpre on their own 34, first down and 10. Thornhill in motion. Handoff comes to Adams this side, and he's hit and dropped. The ball came loose, but the officials ruling that he was down, and he was taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Buckeyes actually got too deep on that play, and Ernie Perkins came in almost untouched and was getting ready to tackle Nolan when he handed the ball off.
No gain, brings up second down and 10. 6:24 to play before halftime. Buckeyes 21, Eagles 0. Luke Nolan over center at quarterback. Adams in motion. He takes the handoff around the right side. Adams spins away, takes it out to about the 38-yard line. Gain of 5. And Belpre will have 3rd and 5.
And McLean on the tackle for the Buckeyes, and nice run by Adams.
So Belpre 3rd down and about 5.5 yards to go on their own 38-yard line. Adams in motion to this side, takes the handoff, coming this way. Adams going for the first down, and he's got it as he takes it out to about the 44-yard line. Needed to cross the 43, and he takes it to the 44.
Hey, good speed by Adams. He knew he wasn't going to be able to turn it up, so he just ran for the first down marker, and nice job by the guys running the chains. They dropped it as soon as they saw Adams getting close, just dropped the marker, what they're supposed to do.
5.5 minutes to play. In the first half, Buckeyes up by 3 touchdowns. Belpre, they've moved the ball from their own 20 after the touchback, and they have it 1st and 10 on their own 44. Nolan hands it off to Thornhill, and Thornhill will take it to the Belpre 47 on a gain of about 2.5 yards.
Yeah, it looked like David Jolly and Will McLean on the tackle.
Joe Martin jogs back in after getting a breather.
Tell you what the Buckeyes did there is they've been running that 4-3, giving them 4 defensive backs as 4 defensive linemen, and when they bring in Joe Martin, Cramper out, that defensive back comes out, and then they go back to their traditional 5-2.
Belpre 2nd down and 8 on their own 47. Handoff, and the Buckeyes all over it. Ernie Perkins, that's a 3-yard loss. Back to the 44, where it brings up 3rd down and about 10.5 yards.
Yeah, they gave him a nice spot, too.
And they do spot him back at the original line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up 3rd and 10. A loss of about 2. Ernie Perkins all over it. 4:23 to play in the first half. Luke Nolan at quarterback. Adams comes in motion, takes the handoff, gets away from Ernie Perkins, but he's not going to get away from the Ernie Perkins did get back in on the tackle. I believe Joe Martin and Bear Lewis in on it.
Yeah, like Ernie's getting such a good rush. He's actually getting himself almost too far up the field, but he was able to come back and help get in on that tackle.
Ernie Perkins with all kinds of quickness and causes the opposition offensive line fits. 4th down and about 14. Belpre punts it away. Bear Lewis nearly blocking that one. And Belpre will down the ball. Nelsonville York never did touch it.
I'll tell you, it looked like, I think what happened, David was thinking about taking that on the bounce, and it actually took a high bounce over his head. He got out of the way, and then he got pushed in the back by the defender. Belpre picked it up thinking he might have touched it, which is a wise move by the Belpre defender.
Buckeyes in the lead, 21-0. 3:28 to play in the first half, and the Buckeyes have the football on their own 19. Buckeyes out of the I formation with Bear Lewis at fullback, David Jolly at tailback, Charlie Wynn at wingback. Jay Edwards will pitch it out to David Jolly, and Jolly is taken down right around the 23, gains about 4.
Nice tackle. Compton also in on that tackle, and he's done a good job in the first half. He's been in a lot of tackles so far tonight. Devin Compton, he's a senior, playing his last home game, I think, tonight, and he's done a nice job so far at that linebacker position.
Buckeyes 2nd down and about 7. Jay Edwards out of the shotgun with 2 wide receivers split out on each side. Takes a snap, back to pass, throws, and he's got his man, David Jolly. And he'll take it out to about the 35-yard line, a gain of about 12 yards, 13 yards out to the 36, and the Buckeyes have a first down.
Tell you what, I like what the Buckeyes are doing right now. They're just throwing the ball underneath. They're not looking for that deep pass right now. They're just, if they can get 5-6 yards, that's what they're doing. And nice job by Jolly to turn it up and pick up a nice first down.
Buckeyes bringing in Trevor Polly, a freshman, onto that offensive line. Timeout called by the Buckeyes. 2:25 to play in the first half. Buckeyes 21, Eagles nothing. Buckeyes first down and 10 on their own 36-yard line, going out of the power I formation. Hand off to David Jolly. Jolly with some running room, takes it out to about the 44.
Hey, ran right over when he talked about Trevor Polly just coming into the game. Freshman getting some first half action, and I tell you, that's got to be a thrill for him. And then the Buckeyes run right over top of him, pick up 9 yards.
2nd down and 1. Handoff, no, fake handoff. Edwards keeps it himself. Flags come in as Edwards crosses the 45 to the 47. He picks up the first down, but again, flags are down.
Yeah, there's going to be a push in the back on the Buckeyes. Tell you, just it was a nice design play. Just penalty's going to hurt us right there on that play.
Buckeyes seem to come up with the big play after penalties tonight. 1:56 to play in the second quarter. Just an outstanding night for high school football. Yeah. It wouldn't matter if the snow was falling. We'd enjoy sitting here watching the Buckeyes.
I tell you, but for being late October, and we've actually been lucky. We've only had maybe 1 or 2 really bad nights this year.
Buckeyes 2nd down and 10 on their own 36. Out of the shotgun, Jay Edwards has some time. Throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver David Jolly down at the 30 of Belpre.
Just led David just a little bit too much that time, and I tell you, it was a nice pass protection. Jay was able to sit back in the pocket, and you asked for at least 3 to 4 seconds. I think he got every bit of that.
1:42 to play in the first half. Buckeyes facing a 3rd down and 10 situation on their own 36. Couple wide receivers split out on each side. Edwards out of the shotgun. Now he'll keep it himself on a quarterback draw. Jay Edwards has the first down and more. crosses midfield, the 45, 40, 35, 30, and taken down right around the 25.
Hey, he just put a move on Dustin Adams and left him in his tracks.
40-yard pickup for Jay Edwards out of the quarterback draw.
It was a nice block up front by the defensive line. They ran the ball to the left side. I was able to see Joe Martin and Trevor Pollard push their men out, and Jay just balled right off of them.
Ball spotted at the 26 of Belpre, where it's first down and 10, a minute 30 to play. Buckeyes still with a couple timeouts remaining. Edwards back to pass, looking for a receiver as he rolls to this side, throws, and it's picked off. Belpre has picked it off on their own 26. Buckeyes leading 21-0, 1:22 to play in the first half. That quarterback is Luke Nolan, and he'll be out of the shotgun. See if the Buckeyes can get it back here. Nolan rolling to the right, looking for a receiver, throws, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Alex Early.
Hey, right now I'm getting a chance to look it up front, and I'll tell you, they're trying to cut Ernie Perkins every time he comes out of his stance. It looks like one or two people was on him, and I tell you, that shows a lot of respect right there when you got a defensive nose guard getting that much respect up front.
Second down and 10 for the Golden Eagles on their own 26. Luke Nolan once again out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, throws, and he's got Alex Early on the right side. And the Buckeyes will make the tackle out across the 35 to the 36. That'll be a first down, a gain of about 10.
Yeah, he tackled over there by David Jolly, and it looks like Bear Lewis. Of course, Belpre right now is in that hurry-up offense. They're already on the ball.
Of course, the clock stops for the movement of the chains. The official just now looking it over and saying first down Belpre. 1:05 to play in the second quarter, 21-0 Nelsonville York. The Buckeyes would love to take that lead into the locker room at halftime. Luke Nolan rolls to this side, being rushed, throws, and it's incomplete.
Oh, almost, I'll tell you, almost looked like Jay almost came up with that interception. It looked like Bear was able to get a hand on it, tipped up in the air, and a dangerous throw right there by Nolan.
Still looking for the game ball winner on a great ticket, number 3.
Second down and 10 for the Eagles with 56 seconds to play in the first half.
Tell you what Belpre has to watch for now is if they continue to throw and throw incomplete passes, they'll give the Buckeyes a chance to, possibly with about 30 seconds on the clock.
Luke Nolan out of the shotgun. Early goes in motion to the far side. Nolan back to pass. Throwing long over the center of the field, and nearly picked off by Jay Edwards, but it falls incomplete. That one just hung up in the air just a little too long.
Yeah, it looks like Jay might have jumped a little bit too quick. The defender fell down behind Jay, so I think Jay was probably expecting him to come back and fight for the ball, and a nice try by Jay that time.
Third down and 10 for Belpre on their own 37-yard line. 48 seconds to play in the first half. And as you said earlier, if the Eagles don't pick this up, the Buckeyes still have 2 timeouts remaining. Pass out to the right side to Early, and Early's got a first down. He crosses midfield and takes it to the Buckeye 47.
Hey, right now that's been their best play. Is they're just hitting Early out of the backfield, just sitting in the flats. The Buckeyes are going to give them that right now. They're just not going to give them anything long.
Gain of about 17.
That is the first down for the Golden Eagles.
Eagles first down and 10. Luke Nolan over center at quarterback. 40 seconds to play in the first half. Drops back to pass. Looking for a receiver. Throws long on the right side. And it's intercepted by Nelsonville York. Nice coverage.
I'll tell you, Aaron Cranford step with his with the pass receiver, and nice coverage. Tell you, nice. It was nice rush or pass blocking too. Nolan had all night to throw the ball.
Aaron Cranford, a senior Buckeye, and he has really played well this year out of that defensive back position. Gets the bingo for the Bucks, and 33 seconds to play in the first half, and Nelsonville York leading 21-0. Back deep in their own territory. I'm sure Nelsonville York will take this one into the locker room.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they don't, but then again, hey, it's football, and it's hard to tell what we might see.
Hand off to Bear Lewis straight up the middle. Short gain for Nelsonville York, gain of about 2.
Bear Lewis on the carry.
Clock running at 23 seconds.
That could be the last play of the half, and Belpre's.
And now the clock continues to run. The whistle blew, and I think they thought the official was stopping the clock, but he was actually just starting the 25-second clock.
Hey, the Buckeyes got to be happy with this halftime score, 21-0.
Buckeyes coming down to Belpre, again looking for at least a co-championship. They assure themselves with that if they win here tonight. And of course, stay alive in that playoff race in Division 5, Region 19. Of course, the Buckeyes currently 8th this week and looking to move up a little bit with this win tonight over Belpre if they can keep it rolling. At halftime, Nelsonville York leads Belpre 21-0. Buckeyes coming out of the locker room, getting ready for the second half of play here at Belpre High School. Excellent first half for Nelsonville York. The Buckeyes leading 21-0.
Hey, I got some first half stats here for the Buckeyes. Tell you what, a first half for the ground game of the Buckeyes. David Jolly, 10 carries, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bear Lewis, 5 carries, 17 yards. Jay Edwards, 5 carries, 62 yards. And Charlie Wynn, 3 carries for 14 yards. Nice job through the air also in the first half. Jay Edwards was 4-7, 1 interception. Leading receiver with Charlie Wynn, 1 for 27. Joey Waring, 1 for 25. Just overall good first half for the Buckeyes, with the exception of basically the penalties. 5 penalties for 50 yards for the Buckeyes. For the Eagles in the first half, Eagles were led on the ground by Alloway, 5 carries, 25 yards, but he went out he was one of the players that went out in the first half on that hit, which looked like 2 Belpre Golden Eagles hit each other when they were trying to tackle Jay Edwards, and he never came back in. Also, Thornhill, 3 carries, 9 yards, and Dustin Adams, 5 carries for 3 yards. And Luke Nolan, only 3 of 11, 2 interceptions for 34 yards tonight in the first half. So, you know, the Buckeyes overall right now have played an excellent game. I think this is the type of game where we're wanting to play, come down here and jump on the Eagles quick. We were able to do that, 14 points in the first quarter, and tell you, we've just played an excellent first half tonight.
Alex Early dropping back to the Buckeyes at number 7. I see out there David Jolly.
Belpre will kick it away to begin the second half, and Buckeyes with David Jolly back deep, along with Jay Edwards and Charlie Wynn. Alex Early kicks it away, but a flag is down, and the kickoff is blown dead. It looked like Belpre was offsides.
Yeah, I tell you, what a way to start the second half. Belpre, which had 2 penalties for 20 yards in the first half, compared to the Buckeyes' 5 penalties. for 50 yards, and they'll march them back 5 yards, and we'll start this start the second half all over again.
So Belpre will re-kick from their own 35. Buckeyes on top 21-0 as we begin the second half. Alex Early will approach. Kicks it away. Coming to David Jolly, and he'll take it right at the 17. Crosses the 25, the 30. Takes it out across the 35 and is knocked down at the 37.
And nice field position for the Buckeyes to start out the second half. And David Jolly had a big first half. Went over the unofficial stats a little bit ago. 10 carries, 110 yards, and first half went over the unofficial stats a little bit ago. 10 carries, 110 yards, and he had 2 big touchdown runs of 37 and 35. So, tell you, the offensive line has looked awful good here in the first half action.
Buckeyes will go out of the power I to begin the third quarter. Jay Edwards will hand it off to David Jolly. And Jolly will cross the 40 and take it out to around the 42-yard line, a gain of close to 5.
Tell you, we talked about that earlier, and anytime you can average 5 yards a carry, tell you, your coaches are going to be awful happy. And you break this down, I bet the Buckeyes are probably every bit over that 5 yards a carry when you add in David Jolly's long runs.
Buckeyes second down and 5 on their own 42. Jay Edwards will hand it off to Bear Lewis this time. Crosses a 45. Bear dragging Golden Eagles with him. He picks up another 3 or 4 yards with Belpre all over him.
Tell you, Bear's it's kind of deceiving here. You look at Bear, and he's a big fullback pushing that 200 pounds, and but he's got good speed with it. And I tell you, he turns that up, and it takes 2 or 3 people to bring him down in the open field. Nice run by Bear.
Has those big thighs, and he runs low to the ground. Of course, Bear Lewis, just a sophomore. Buckeyes first down and 10 at midfield. 2 wide receivers split out to this side, 1 to the right. Buckeyes out of the eye. A flag comes in. We may have delay of game, and we do on the Buckeyes.
Hey, it looked like the Buckeyes, I saw a couple of the players kind of asking what was going on. I don't know if it might have been some miscommunication in the huddle. Maybe someone couldn't hear anything, but Coach Boston, you definitely don't like those penalties, and he's telling them to hurry up.
So Buckeyes now first and 15 on their own 45-yard line. Out of the I formation, Jay Edwards at quarterback. Back to pass. Throws here at the sidelines, trying to get it back to the original line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes make the catch, and it brings up second and 10. Charlie Wind on the catch.
Hey, a nice catch by Charlie.
5-yard pickup. The Buckeyes get it back to midfield. Second down and 10. Charlie Wind splits out wide to the right. Eric Davis wide to the left. Bear Lewis at fullback. David Jolly at tailback. Jay Edwards at quarterback over center. Hand off to Bear Lewis. And Bear, his forward progress stopped right around the 48-yard line of Belpre.
51 on the tackle for, that's Kevin Cox. And it also looked like Devin Compston also in on the tackle.
So the Buckeyes facing third down and 8 at the Belpre 48. Going out of the I formation, 9:54 to play in the third quarter, and the Buckeyes in the lead, 21-0. Edwards back to pass, looking for a receiver. Now rolls to this side. And Jay going for the first down, and let's see where they mark him.
Oh, not a very good spot.
They'll mark him out at the 44-yard line.
Tell you, the umpire was all the way back behind the he was all the way on at the first down marker and was looking at the whole time, never threw his beanbag, never did anything. And he comes up, marks Jay about 5 yards up the field.
The Buckeyes 4 yards short of a first down, and we'll have to punt it away. Line of scrimmage is the Belpre 44, just inside it. Flag comes in. And let's see if it's a legal substitution on the Buckeyes.
The Buckeyes had too many people on the field that time. A 5-yard penalty. It's going to move up about a 4th down and now a long 8.
Line of scrimmage is now the 48 of Belpre, and David Jolly will punt it away. Jordan Thornhill back deep to receive the punt, standing at the Eagle 17. Jolly gets away. Nice high punt. Thornhill coming up, takes it at the 23. Nice concentration by Thornhill because he had Cranford breathing down his neck.
Yeah, him and Charlie win both, and I tell you, Jolly got that ball nice and high, and I tell you, when you're back receiving that punt, there's nothing you want to see is that ball up there, and you know you got defenders bearing down on you.
9:31 to play, third quarter. Buckeyes on top, 21-0. Golden Eagles now with their first possession of the second half, and it'll start at the Belpre 24. Luke Nolan at quarterback. And a flag comes in. It looks like we might have a legal procedure on Belpre as Luke Nolan is taken down for a big loss, and the Buckeyes, if that is on Belpre, will decline it.
Yeah, I tell you, Steve Young was all over that play. I don't know if there was some miscommunication. Nolan just held on to the ball and just ran backwards. Didn't even try to outrun him.
It looked like Belpre wasn't set when the ball was snapped, and let's see if...
Oh, it's on us.
And let's see what the call is. Illegal participation. The Buckeyes had 12 men on the field, is the call. That is the call, legal participation on Nelsonville York. And so what looked to be a big loss for Belpre turns into a big gain on the penalty.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty on the Buckeyes that time.
So Belpre will have a first down.
And they need to move the chains. And
the down marker put up second down. It's like the Buckeyes have the ball. Here on the sidelines, now the chains will move and the down marker flip back to first down. Handoff coming this way. And that's Alex Early, breaks into the open field. Charlie Wynn will take him down at the Buckeye 35. And that'll be a gain of about 26 yards for Alex Early.
Yeah, he just nice little dive play. And Buckeyes, I think, kind of got lost in the middle and couldn't find him.
So Belpre with the football at the Buckeye 35. 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. Nelsonville York leading by 3 touchdowns. Handoff to Adams around the left side. And the Buckeyes in good pursuit. It'll be a gain of about 2 to the Buckeye 33.
Hey, Adams has really got a lot of speed, able to turn that corner. Nice job by Steve Young on the tackle and Will McLean.
There you go.
It is senior night here at Belpre High School. The last home game for the Eagles. They'll play at Meigs next week. Belpre now second down and 8 at the Buckeye 33. Thornhill in motion. Handoff to the right side. The Buckeyes all over it. A short gain to the Buckeye 31. It was Alex Early.
Tell you, Josh Hodson on the tackle, and you want to talk about a young man stepping up last week. I thought Josh played an excellent game on that defensive end position against the Rockets, and nice tackle by Josh.
And we have a Belpre player injured with 8:04 to play in the third quarter. 21-0 Buckeyes.
7-6-0.
Injured player was Dustin Adams, and good to report that he was able to walk off under his own power.
Yeah, he's ran the ball a couple times tonight, and he's got some excellent speed.
Third and about 6 now for Belpre at the Buckeye 30. And Nelsonville York all over that play. Not much there for Belpre.
Yeah, Joe Martin on the tackle. for the Buckeyes, and it looks like he'll only pick up about maybe 1 yard.
Even with these headphones on, we could hear some screaming going on that Buckeye defense. They were pretty pumped up. So Belpre now with a 4th down and 6, and the Golden Eagles call timeout. 7.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Buckeyes on top, 21-0. Belpre now 4th down and 6 at the Buckeye 30-yard line.
They've had a lot of luck just running Adams out of the backfield, their low receiver, and catching it. And
Thornhill takes the handoff, and he's taken down for a loss. Nice play there by Daniel Rudder.
Hey, when that guard pulls, you're taught when that offensive guard pulls, you follow him. He'll take you to the ball. A nice job. He jumped right in his back and followed him right to the ball carrier.
So the Buckeyes take over on downs. Nelsonville York will have it 1st and 10 from their own 36. Buckeyes out of the power I formation. Handoff goes to David Jolly. A flag comes in.
Hey, I don't know what they're throwing that flag at. This guy's sitting here 20 yards away from the field, and he's but definitely, I know he's going to call hold again on the Buckeyes.
And the Buckeyes on that play, whoever was guilty of it must have grabbed immediately, because that flag came in just shortly after the ball was snapped. So the Buckeyes will have the penalty marked off against them. Be spotted back around the 27. Buckeyes with a 1st down on about 18. Jay Edwards will go out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split out on each side. And the Buckeyes setting up a screen. It goes to Bear Lewis. Bear coming to this side, crosses the 40. He's got the 1st down as he crosses the 50. And he takes it down to the 41 of Belpre.
About a 38-yard screen pass to Bear Lewis. Hey, great call, because I tell you what, screen's great when your defensive linemen are getting a quick rush. They've been getting into Jay, and tell you that's a great play to get that defensive line forward right there. Nice job, nice blocking up front by the offensive line of the Buckeyes.
Tell you, that was a big play for Nelsonville York back in the state championship year to fullback Brad Woodson. That hit him over the middle just like that, and Buckeyes make good use of that play also this year. Edwards back to pass, gets away from a would-be tackler, and now he throws on the right side, and it falls incomplete. Edwards is hit and dropped right as he releases the football, so the Buckeyes will have 2nd down and 10.
Hey, if Belpre coaches are saying, hey, there's no one within 30 yards of the play, and yeah, that's one of them calls we talked about earlier tonight. I think there's a different ruling probably for each level of you play in football, and be honest, I'm not real sure of the penalty on that to start with.
Buckeyes 2nd and 10 at the Belpre 42, and Jay Edwards out of the shotgun. Again, a couple of wide receivers to each side. Edwards back to pass, and he's taken down back at the 48. A flag comes in. We may have face masking on Belpre. There are 2 flags down. And now the head referee talking to the other official who threw a flag. And we may have multiple fouls. Personal foul, face masking, holding on the Buckeyes. The face mask, of course, was on Belpre. So that'll be the offsetting penalties, and the Buckeyes will have 2nd down and 10 once again at the Belpre 42. Another hold call on the Buckeyes.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm guessing that's probably at least a 5th holding penalty tonight that they've called on us.
Jolly in motion, Buckeyes in the shotgun. Jay Edwards rolling to the right, looking for a receiver. throws down the field, and it's overthrown to Charlie Wind. Down around the 20-yard line of Belpre, and the Buckeyes with a 3rd down and 10. 6:14 to play in the 3rd period. 21-0 Buckeyes.
Nice coverage downfield by Belpre. They knew the Buckeyes were going to go long. They just stayed back, kept everybody in front of them, and just nice pass coverage.
Buckeyes at the Belpre 42, 3rd down and 10. Eric Davis split out wide to the right, Charlie Wind wide to the left. The Buckeyes will go out of the I formation. Option to the right, Edwards keeps it himself, takes it up the center of the field, 1st down or more. Edwards to the left. Dustin Adams will try to knock him out, and he grabs him, pulls him out of bounds inside the 10, right around the 6.
Nice option run by Jay.
36-yard pickup.
The Buckeyes will probably go to that jumbo set, bringing in Will McLean at that wingback position.
And Big Will is putting on the headgear. And he is going in. Buckeyes, 1st and goal to go. They mark him out at the 7. Bear Lewis, Will McLean, David Jolly in the Buckeye backfield. Jay Edwards will hand it off to Jolly right behind those two on the left side. Takes it down to about the 3-yard line. Actually, they spotted at the 5. Buckeyes 2nd and goal at the 5. 5:40 to play in the 3rd quarter. Buckeyes up by 3 touchdowns and hoping for more.
Buckeyes lining up in that power I formation, and I'm sure we'll see Bear get the ball.
Handoff on the right side. Bear Lewis still going. Bear Lewis. And Belpre pushes him back. Bear gets down to about the 2. Buckeyes wanting the flag after Bear is pushed to the ground after the whistle.
It looks like they gave him about a 2-yard gain, and we'll see about a 3rd and goal from about the 2-yard line.
Buckeyes 3rd and goal from the 2. 4:52 to play in the 3rd quarter. Once again, out of the power eye with Will McLean and David Jolly with Bear Lewis in the tailback position. And Jay Edwards keeps it himself driving. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Again, nice play call. You go with that power package, and then Jay keeps it himself when they're looking for it to go to Bear Lewis. 27-0 with Rob Gabriel in to attempt his 4th point after touchdown. He's been successful on the first 3. This one is up, and it's also good. Rob Gabriel looking good, knocking the extra points through. 4:36 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's 28-0 Buckeyes. Buckeye cheerleaders cheering on the Buckeye faithful down here at Ralph Holder Stadium in Belpre. The cheerleaders are Jordan Bateman, Gina Safranco, Brittany Blair, Kaylee Boston, Rachel Kilbarger, Tristan McLean, Allie Standall, Ashley Knippa, Kristen Mitchell, Nakona Cottrell, Raven Kyle, Bethany McCullough, Ashley Newman, Brittany Six, and Kendra Smathers. Buckeyes now up 4 touchdowns.
Hey, the Buckeyes just came down here tonight in Belpre and didn't even take into consideration how we played against them in the past. They came out and they've just played smash mouth football, and they've just taken it right to Belpre tonight.
Will McLean will kick it away. Kick coming to this side right around the 16-yard line. Dustin Adams with it. Now cutting to the left side. And Cranford will drag him down right there, right around the 37-yard line of Belpre.
Well, Cranford's played a good game tonight on special teams. He's got down there. He's safety man on that side, and he kept Adams inside the lane and made a nice tackle.
So the Golden Eagles with the football, trailing 28-0. They have it on their own 37-yard line. Luke Nolan at quarterback. A couple wide receivers split out to the side. Actually, it's Dustin Adams now at quarterback. Throws, and it is complete, but a big hit.
I'll tell you what, a hit by Jay Edwards.
By Jay Edwards.
That boy's all over the place tonight.
Tell you, we
Ought
talked
to be a 2-yard loss.
and he threw the ball to
Mike Wadaker.
and I tell you, we talked about him earlier in the game. He's a big freshman and looks like he ought to really be a football player. And hey, it was a nice catch even for him just to hold on to the football.
We were talking about him during warm-ups tonight. 5'11", 180, and just a freshman, and he just looks like an athlete. During warm-ups for the Golden Eagles, makes the catch, but right there is Jay Edwards for a 2-yard loss. High snap to Adams, now being rushed, gets away from pressure initially, but he'll succumb to it.
Joey Martin did not stop. Looked like Steve Young had an excellent upfield rush on him, and he was able to dunk underneath that rush, but I tell you, Joe Martin just ran him down.
4-yard loss brings up third down and about 16. Golden Eagles back on their own 30-yard line, 3:10 to play in the third period. Couple wide receivers split out to this side. Out of the shotgun is Adams. Rolls to this side. Throws over the center of the field. It falls incomplete as Jordan Thornhill, the closest Eagle to that one, at midfield.
And Adams, once again, is getting up off the ground. Buckeyes are just getting an excellent rush right now by Joe Martin and Ernie Perkins.
Fourth down and 16 for Belpre, and they'll punt it away as Devin Cumston back deep to punt it for Belpre. Buckeyes with Charlie Wind and David Jolly back deep to receive the punt. Nice snap. Cumston gets it away, and it's coming towards Charlie Wind. He'll take it at the Buckeye 35. And a face mask by Alex Early, and that's a 15-yarder.
Yeah.
And the flags come flying in.
Tell you hate to see anyone get tackled by the face mask like that, and Charlie was able to get up okay, but I'll tell you, he got corralled from the whole tackle was brought down on the face mask.
Charlie Wind looking out through his ear hole on that one with the helmet turned around. So the Buckeyes will have it at the Belpre 48 after the 15-yard penalty. .243 to play in the third quarter. Buckeyes in the lead, 28-0. Buckeyes out of the power eye. Rob Gabriel in at tailback. And he'll take the handoff on the left side and drives forward, carrying a Belpre tackler with him to the Golden Eagle 45.
Tell you, a nice run by Rob. I noticed he gets low. I tell you, he's got his shoulders pointing toward the end zone every time, and he's able to go along with his speed. I tell you, that's a nice run.
Of course, he's rushed for over 300 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Buckeyes this year. Of course, all kinds of speed. Once he gets in the open field, you're not going to catch him. Buckeyes second down and about 7 at the 45 of Belpre. Edwards back to pass. There's a quick slant to Davis, and he's hit as he tries to pull it in. Nice breakup by Ross Dodd of Belpre. Buckeyes 3rd and 7. 2 minutes to play third quarter.
It was tell you, you try to get the ball to your playmakers, and that's one of them right there. Just nice hard pass. Just threw it into a couple guys right there. Was able to break up that pass reception.
Buckeyes out of the I formation. Jolly will split out wide to the right. Eric Davis wide to the left. Third down and about 7 as Jolly goes in motion. Pitch out to Gabriel. Gabriel breaks a couple tackles, still going around the right side. And Gabriel finally brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I tell you, they had just a flag, which the play was over, and the official threw the flag after the tackle.
Way back up the field, about 20 yards up the field from where Gabriel was tackled. As you said, a flag comes in late. And I'm not sure, of course, the official facing the press box to the other side of the field. It looks like he called holding.
I tell you, they called a holding, and the play was already done.
So now with the penalty, it brings up 3rd down and 12 at midfield. It sounded like the PA announcer said it was a personal foul on Nelsonville York. Again, the official that makes the call has his back to us, facing the press box, and the ball loose. Edwards picks it out. Gabriel trying to get the left corner. Eric Davis out blocking for him, and a nice run. He's close.
I tell you, I think he picked it up. He got hit there, but he was able to run backwards 3 yards, and I think he picked up the first down.
Good job by Eric Davis running interference out there in front of Gabriel.
Get that first down.
First down, Buckeyes.
Nice running by Rob Gabriel.
Nelsonville York has it at the 37 of Belpre. 1:22 to play, 3rd quarter. Buckeyes out of the power I. Jay Edwards at quarterback. And the flag comes in and the whistle blows. Stopping the play. I imagine it's on Nelsonville York.
That's a pretty good guess.
Oh, the official started to point towards Belpre, but then he points to Nelsonville York. So the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 15, and despite all the penalties, again, the Buckeyes up 28-0.
Hey, that's the 11th penalty tonight on the Buckeyes.
And they had 11 last week against Wellston. Clock running at 55 seconds. Here in the 3rd quarter, pitch out to Gabriel on the right side, and he's hit and brought down for a yard loss back at the 43, where to bring up 2nd and 16.
There, someone just missed the block out there. Belpre had good pursuit to the ball that time, able to come up and get Rob in the backfield, and that's where you need to get Rob, because if you let him hit the corner, there are not going to be too many people catching.
Buckeye 2nd and 16 at the Golden Eagle 43 with 20 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Jay Edwards back to pass, and he's hit by Alex Early, and Alex Early coming in untouched on a blitz, and he hits Jay immediately as he drops back. And that'll be a loss back to the 48-yard line, about a 5-yard loss. The 48-yard line of Belpre.
Tell you, Jay on the ground tonight has 10 carries for 100 yards after that minus yardage tackle right there by Alex Early.
And let's see if another flag is down. There's 13 seconds remaining. The clock has stopped and the officials are talking. I did not see a flag. Maybe they're talking about where the forward progress was, where Jay got hit and where the ball should be spotted. And they said there was a penalty on Nelsonville York, and Belpre declines this one after the sack. 3rd down at about 19 as Edwards back to pass, throwing long on the right side. And it is picked off by the Golden Eagles.
Hey, nice job by David Jolly to try to get up and break that pass up. I tell you, if it had been just a little bit higher, I think David might have had a chance to come down with that.
And I know you don't like to turn the ball over, but on 3rd and 19, that's about as good as a punt right there.
That's actually better than a punt. We're going to put the Eagles down around their 20-yard line to start their drive here on the last play of this 3rd quarter.
Just 2 seconds to play. Belpre has it on their own 18. Dustin Adams, the quarterback, out of the shotgun, man in motion. Rolling to this side, looking for early. He's covered, throws, and it's incomplete. In coverage was Charlie Wynn, and the intended receiver was Jordan Thornhill. And we've got the end of the 3rd quarter here at Ralph Holder Stadium in Belpre. Nelsonville York has come down to Belpre, and they're taking care of business. At the end of 3, Buckeyes lead the Eagles 28-0. Belpre, 2nd down and 10. Have a shotgun. Dustin Adams rolls to the right side. A nice run by Dustin Adams. Takes it out to about the 26, a gain of about 8 yards.
Yeah, quarterback draw all the way, and Ernie Perkins in on the tackle for that. And looks like the Belpre will come up about 3 yards short right now of the 1st down.
Was a pickup of about 7, so it's 3rd and 3. Eagles with the ball on their own 25-yard line. Again, Dustin Adams at quarterback. Adams keeps it himself, and he's hit and dropped immediately by Ernie Perkins.
Yeah, I tell you, Ernie's getting all kinds of double teams now in that interior line, and he's been able to fight through a lot of them. And I tell you, you could hear that hit all the way up here.
Loss of 2. It brings up 4th and 5 for Belpre, and they're going to have to punt it away. They're back on their own 23-yard line. I'm sure being down 4 touchdowns here in the 4th quarter, they hate to punt it, but not much choice. Back on their own 23. Compton punts it away. Buckeyes will let it roll. It takes a Belpre bounce. And the Golden Eagles down it back at the Buckeye 31. And, of course, normally you like to see the return men come up and take that, but when you're at 4 touchdowns, you don't mind seeing them just let it roll. You hate to fumble it and give it to Belpre right there.
Right, no need for it right now. Buckeyes have been moving the ball on the ground all night tonight. David Jolly right now, he had 110 yards in the 1st half, and he's only carried twice in the second half. 12 carries, 117 yards. Right now, Jay Edwards is at 10 carries for 100 yards. So we got 2 backs over the 100 yards tonight. So yeah, that tells you up front the offensive line is doing its job. Tell you take away Rob Gabriel's 45-yard run there, I tell you Rob would be pushing 70, 80 yards.
Pitch out coming this side to Gabriel. Tries to cut it up, but he's hit and brought down right around the 29-yard line. A loss of 1 for the Bucks. Of course, this game being brought to you by the Nelsonville TV Cable Company. We're locally owned. We're here because we care.
Tell you one surprise, I don't know if Luke Nolan is hurt, but we haven't seen him at all in the 2nd half tonight.
Buckeyes 2nd down and about 11. A reverse by Nelsonville York. Gabriel with it on the left side. Jolly took the first handoff from Edwards. He hands it off to Gabriel around the left side, but the Golden Eagles weren't fooled. Loss of a yard brings up 3rd and 12. Buckeyes with it on their own 28-yard line with 9.5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. 28-0. Nelsonville York on top. Eric Davis split out wide to the left. Charlie Wynn wide to the right. Buckeyes 3rd down and about 12. And a flag comes in. It's going to be delay of game on Nelsonville York. That'll make it 3rd and 17.
Yeah, just went We had a break there a second ago, and I went through the penalties for Nelsonville. They're now at 12 penalties for 105 yards tonight.
We'll move the ball back 5 yards, make it 3rd and 18.
Buckeyes, 3rd down and 17, back on their own 23. Edwards back to pass. Rolling now on the left side. And he throws, and it looked like he was hit right as he's thrown, and a flag does come in.
Hey.
And I hope this is not intentional grounding, because the Buckeyes did have a receiver out there. Maybe a defensive penalty on. No, they're calling intentional grounding on Nelsonville York.
You can't call that.
Saying that.
I know it's hard for everyone to believe, but I just disagree with that call. Of course, the Golden Eagles will get good field position here. The Buckeyes are backed up. And it's 4th down. Loss of down penalty. David Jolly standing right around the goal line. Nice snap, and Belpre coming. It looks like they might have got a hand on it. A flag comes in, which will be roughing on the Eagles, but I'm not sure if Jolly was able to get that one off clean. Obviously, if Belpre got a hand on it, it is not roughing. Now officials are talking things over.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with on this call.
It is personal foul. And he called it on the Buckeyes, roughing the kicker.
Well, you know,
we know we did not rough the kicker, though.
Yeah, that arm's just used to being pulled up and pointing toward the Buckeyes tonight. So that's why
it's got an orange magnet on the end of that hand.
It's automatically coming up on every play.
But it is roughing the kicker, and Jolly must have got that off clean. He must have just not hit it right where he's trying to hurry up and get it off with Belpre coming in on him. Timeout on the field, 8:50 to play in the game. Buckeyes leading 28-0. We mentioned earlier Trimble playing at Southern tonight, Marietta at Athens, Logan at Gallipolis, and of course Gallipolis. That game, I think, for the last 3 or 4 years have decided the SEOAL, Logan and Gallipolis.
Yeah, and you know, Gallipolis, which I read earlier in the paper, had lost 9 starters on the offensive defensive line this year.
And they still have themselves in position to win the league.
And I tell you, and I believe they're like 9th in the computer polls. So, you know, with a win at Logan, that could push them up a little bit into playoff contention tonight.
And they still have Marietta to play.
Right, and you know, of course, Marietta with that huge double overtime win last week at Jackson. So, you know, yeah, they could find themselves in the playoffs.
So the Buckeyes 1st down and 10 after the roughing the kicker, personal foul penalty on Belpre. That's the 2nd time they've roughed David Jolly to give the Buckeyes a 1st down.
And they just also gave a warning a sideline warning to the Eagles, which the Buckeyes got theirs on the 2nd play of the game tonight. So
Jay Edwards over center at quarterback. Handoff goes to David Jolly. Nice run by Jolly. Takes it out to the 38, gains 12, and a Buckeye 1st down.
Stopped on the play by number 25.
Say that power offense of the Buckeyes tonight has really looked good. Jolly's been able to pick up almost 10 yards every time he's touched the ball in that power formation.
.8:37 to play in the 4th quarter. Edwards keeps it himself around this side, has an opening. 50, 40, and taken down right around the 31-yard line.
They're going to call penalty on Charlie Wynn. And nothing surprises me right now.
That's another one, a questionable call here tonight, as even Jordan Thornhill, the man who was blocked, just went up to Charlie Wynn and patted him. I'm not, just with that gesture, it was almost like, I don't think you did it either. But the Buckeyes are up 28-0, 8:24 to play in the fourth quarter. Penalty takes it back to the Buckeye 30.
Hey, right now I think the Buckeyes actually got more penalty yards than the Eagles got in total offense tonight.
Buckeyes will go out of the power I. Hand off David Jolly. Nice hole opened up for the Buckeye offensive line. And Jolly takes it out to the 42. He picks up about 11. And there is not a flag down, in case you were wondering.
Stopped in here by number 32.
8 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Timeout called by Nelsonville York. 7:55 to play in the game. Buckeyes on top, 28-0. Again, we were talking about other games around the area. Alexander at Wellston, Meigs at Vinton County, Federal Hocking at Miller, and Warren Local at Jackson.
Yeah, and you talk about that Alexander Wellston game, and right now the Spartans are 0-37 or 0-38 in Ohio Division play, and going to go down to Wellston, which will not be happy after last week's loss to the Buckeyes at home. And tell you right now, Wellston is also sitting in a spot where they went out, they should make the playoffs for the first time in school history.
They control their own destiny, so if they win, of course, that's not an easy task. Of course, well, they have Alexander tonight, but they've got Vinton County, and Vinton County is 7th in their region, and they're playing Meigs, and then, of course, Wellston at the end, so you figure you like the chances of whoever wins that Vinton County-Wellston game to make it to the playoffs. I believe that's Daniel Fox running with the football for the Buckeyes as they have the second team in.
Yeah, we've got Patrick Norway at the quarterback position now for the Buckeyes, and nice run by Fox. Little flip to the left side of the field, and he was able to pick up about 3 yards.
Buckeyes now with a 3rd down and about 3 on their own 46-yard line. As you said, Patrick Norway at quarterback for the Buckeyes. Nelsonville York out of the I formation. Pitch out coming to this side to Rob Gabriel. Gabriel fighting, and finally it takes 5 Belpre Golden Eagles to bring him down. He's just shy of a Buckeye first down.
Looks like he'll pick up about 2 yards on the play.
And they stopped the clock. All face masking on Belpre. I didn't see a flag on the field, but face masking on the Eagles. So that'll be a Buckeye first down. And let's see if it's the 5-yard variety. And it looks like it is. Buckeyes will have it at the Golden Eagle 46.
That's the 5th penalty on 5th penalty tonight on the Eagles for 45 yards.
Buckeyes with 2 wide receivers split out to the left, 2 to the right. Norway at quarterback. Hands it off, and breaking away is Daniel Fox. He's still going, and he's finally brought down at the 20-yard line, a gain of about 26 yards.
I tell you, he's had some big runs for the Buckeyes when they put that number 2 offense in. And I tell you, they're running against a lot of the first team right now, the Belpre Golden Eagles.
6.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, and the Buckeyes first and 10 at the 20. Patrick Norway, a freshman quarterback, over center. Hand off to Rob Gabriel, and Belpre all over that one. Gabriel just gets it back to the line of scrimmage, where it brings up 2nd and 10.
And he's brought down in there by number 30. That would be at Mike Waddicker.
.550 to play in the fourth quarter. Buckeyes 2nd down and 10 at the 20 of Belpre. Nelsonville York out of the power eye with Gabriel at tailback. Handoff goes to the fullback, and he's hit and dropped for a 2-yard loss.
And that's number 72 coming off the pile. That's Steve Burdett, and he's 6'4", 315 senior.
So the Buckeyes now 3rd down and 12. Back at the 22-yard line of Belpre. 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Patrick Norway at quarterback, pitches it out to this side. Daniel Fox fighting for yardage, and he's knocked out. He looks like he's just shy of the first down. I believe the Buckeye fans wanting a late hit. It'll bring up 4th down and about 2 for the Buckeyes. Ball spotted at the 12-yard line.
He's going to work all night after being in this program.
Buckeyes out of the I formation. Handoff comes around to this side, and the Buckeye running back is hit and dropped immediately by Alex Early.
Oh, and we have a penalty, and it might be a personal foul on the Eagles, and that'll give the Buckeyes a first down.
Aaron McDonald was the ball carrier for the Buckeyes.
Tempers right now is just getting a little carried away right now for Belpre, and hey, the number 2 offense has done a good job against the Belpre, basically number 1 defense right now, and Belpre's not real happy about it.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Eagles.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Belpre.
So as you say, a little frustration coming out for Belpre. They still have the first team defense in, and of course down 28-0, and obviously the game hasn't gone the way Belpre had hoped it would coming into this senior night game at Belpre High School. So the Buckeyes have a first down. Officials still talking things over.
Yeah, so that's one of them rulings. It's after the play, and so it'll be turned over, first down for Belpre, and they'll mark the penalty off against the Eagles. So it should be first down for Belpre.
And they'll have it on their own 4-yard line.
And right now the Buckeyes think they got the ball, and it's actually first down.
And I believe the Buckeye coaching staff feels like it should be Nelsonville York football. They were pointing first down.
And I tell you, this is one of them penalties that actually happened to me earlier this year in a youth football game where it was 4th down, we came up shy, and then there was a personal foul, and it's after the play, so it's the result of the play would be that they stopped us, and then the penalty is against the defensive team. But that's one of them confusing calls that a lot of people think it's just an automatic first down.
Buckeye defense comes out on the field. Of course, talking about the computer rankings again, Jackson, they've just played themselves out of the playoffs. They're 9th this week in Region 8, and Of course, they just have one local in Athens left on the schedule.
And there's not any computer points there, and they'll have to hope for some upsets above them to make them jolt up into that top 8. And it don't look real good right now for the Jackson Ironmen.
Of course, Trimble third in their region, Region 23. And the Tomcats could host a game at Gloucester Stadium, and there is just a slight chance they could not even make the playoffs. But again, that's just a slight chance, even if they win out.
Yeah, right now I think the Tomcats look, will probably clinch a spot with maybe one more win, but I don't think they'll have a problem the rest of the year with. They have Southern tonight and Miller to close out the season, and and Trimble, which has looked good all year, shouldn't have any problem with those two teams.
Buckeyes on top, 28-0. 4 minutes as the clock runs down here in the fourth quarter. Belpre now second down and 5 on their own 14. Hand off to Thornhill around the right side, and nothing doing for the Golden Eagles. Buckeye band performing here for the Nelsonville York fans. Of course, Nelsonville York in 8th place in Region 19 of Division 5. You like the Buckeye chances of passing Crooksville this week. They're just slightly ahead in 6th place, and they play Maysville this week, who Maysville is 0-8. But next week, Crooksville has Morgan, who's 6-2, going into the ninth play.
And Morgan is also trying to qualify for the playoffs this year.
Third down, about 7. Adams around the right side, and he's brought down shy of a first down for Belpre. 3 minutes to play. Fourth down and about 3 for the Golden Eagles. Official timeout. Also looking at the teams around Nelsonville York. In 7th place is Chesapeake. And they're just, again, barely ahead of Nelsonville York. They have Rock Hill this week, who's 3-5, and River Valley, who's 2-6. So you like the Buckeyes' chances of overtaking Chesapeake. Johnstown Monroe's in 5th place, just slightly less than a point ahead of the Buckeyes. And they've got Utica this week, 3-5, but next week they have Northridge, 8-0. Of course, Northridge is in 4th place in Region 19. Ball punted away. Nice punt by Kunston, taken by Eric Davis back at the 45. Davis looking for some running room, but not finding any as he's finally dragged down back at the Buckeye 45.
And he's brought down by Josh Sizemore.
In 9th place, right behind the Buckeyes, is Barnesville. And they play St. Clairsville this week, who's 3-5, and Union Local, who's 4-4 next week. So again, you like the Buckeyes' chances of staying ahead of them. Buckeye Trail in 10th place. They've got Bellsville this week, who's 6-1, and then Fort Fry, who's 2-6 the final week. And of course, Monroe Central, who the Buckeyes lost to last year in the playoffs, they're in 11th place. They play Frontier tonight, who's 7-0, and Bellsville, who's 6-1 the final game. So Monroe Central could jump back into the picture.
Yeah, that would be 2 big wins by Central, and we see what type of football program they have. Last year in the playoffs, and it's going to be tight. I think it's going to come down to the wire. We play Alexander week 10, which is going to come in at 3-6 more than likely. And you kind of wonder how many points that will give us for that at least 8th spot.
Timeout called by Belpre. Buckeyes again in the 8th spot, and of course, if the playoffs ended before tonight, Nelsonville York would make the playoffs, and they would travel to Amanda Clear Creek in that first game.
Hey, a lot of people have called me crazy, but I tell you, you might as well, if you're going to start with in the playoffs, you might as well play the best team. You got to go through them eventually, and they do play one of the teams we play, which is Fairfield Union, and didn't really come out and control that game against Fairfield Union. So I think Nelsonville would match up pretty good against them.
So obviously the Buckeyes very much in the playoff picture. Belpre's 4-4 coming into this game. And as you said, Alexander will come in next week at 3-6. Buckeyes second down and about 9. Handoff up the middle and a gain of about 1. Ball carrier for the Buckeyes was Patrick Taggart. 1:35 to play in this ball game. Buckeyes on top 28-0 here at Belpre. Somebody forgot to tell the Buckeyes, or maybe they did tell them, that Belpre always gives Nelsonville York a tough game.
Yeah, I tell you.
Maybe the message was received, and they worked a little harder this week to prepare for the Eagles.
Yeah, they came in right from the first play, and I think they've controlled the line of scrimmage without a doubt. And I think that's where his game was won at tonight, was up front. And, hats off to the Buckeyes' offensive, defensive line. I think they did a great job, and going to come away with a big win at Belpre tonight.
Clock running down. Buckeyes led 14-0 after the first quarter, 21-0 at halftime, 28-0 at the end of 3. And that's where the score is right now with 44 seconds to play in the game. 4th down and 5 for the Buckeyes at midfield. Norway hands it off on the left side. The Buckeyes have the first down. It looks like a face mask on Belpre, as it also looks like Flag Day. Flags coming in from everywhere. Yeah, Sean O'Neill, I believe, carried the ball that time for the Buckeyes.